Working?
Hey, is anyone there? Can y'all hear us? All right, there we are.
Are we here?
Ah.
Are we good?
Hey, Brett. Did this live go into the one that you all were already on? That you are waiting for us on? Or is this a different link? Yes, we can.
Did you figure it out or did you do something different?
I don't know. I hope they tell us. Okay, it's a new one. All right. Well, we'll wait till a few more get on, but for the few of you all. So we there's a spider on the wall.
What? Where?
I hope not. Yeah, so the one that we had planned, it was for some reason they wouldn't let us go live on it, so we just had to start a new one. So we apologize for that. So we'll give everybody a chance to join on here.
We're new. Sorry.
We had a live last week. It all went perfectly fine.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
North Mississippi. Wilma Farmer, are you going to the Deep South Homestead? Hey, Stringfield.
Hey, Stringfield. They're Kentucky. Kentucky folks.
Awesome.
Yes, cool.
We'll be there as well. Hey, Twin Cedar.
South Carolina.
All right, let's just give it one more minute. Oh, awesome.
Oh, yeah, cool.
We'll give it a couple more minutes just to get everybody to jump over here. Houston, Texas. Awesome.
Houston, Texas. Well, we will see you all there too. Yeah, Stringfield.
Has our moderator made it over?
No.
No.
We confused her. She'll make it though. She'll get here.
All right, well, while we wait for others to join in.
Tennessee here. What part of Tennessee? I'm from Tennessee. I was born in McKenzie, Tennessee, and I grew up in Stewart County.
So before, while we wait for people to figure out which live we're actually on, I'm hoping that you all have seen some of our videos. I know a lot of people saw Roots and Refuge yesterday, and today's been crazy and awesome and really exciting, and we've loved getting to know everyone. So what questions do you all have to kind of kick us off here while we wait?
Windmill Farm, we would love that. We'll do that. East by Knoxville. Okay. Hey, I found you again. Sorry.
Our bad.
We're trying. I know McKenzie, Tennessee.
All right. I think we got a good group here. You want to go ahead and get started? All right. So we led off with, of course, yesterday was amazing. Jessica and Maya from Roots and Refuge shouted us out. Apparently they had been watching our videos, and we've really gotten to know them over the past week. We've gotten to talk to them, really enjoy them. I think we all do, obviously. So we're just extremely just humble that they even watched our videos, and we're glad that you all are as well. To kind of give a realization of what happened. So we were at about 115 subscribers yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning we woke up to about 320, 340.
There's my mom. She's on here.
There she is.
Yeah. We woke up to, I think it was right at 340.
Yeah.
Because we told our son, we were like, we almost have 400 subscribers. And he was just over the moon. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah. And then so as we speak right now, I think we're around 411, 412. YouTube's been crazy day, going away, adding them in. It's just been back and forth. So first off, just a ginormous thank you all. Thank you to all of you all for even checking out our videos.
Yes.
it's one thing for someone to recommend someone, but for you all to come subscribe and actually watch our videos and seem to enjoy them, that's amazing. However, we did get our first dislike.
I guess that makes it real, right?
No, it was funny. And just all kidding aside, we saw that. We was like, well, we got our first dislike, so I guess these things are starting to get real.
Must be doing something right.
But yes, so thank you all. I hope we can keep up the momentum. We do have some exciting stuff that's kind of in the works. We got shirts coming.
Yeah.
And this was before last night.
Yeah.
We do have some shirts coming, and we had already planned on giving a giveaway, but I think now the number is set at 500 subscribers.
Yep.
So if we can hit 500 and when that time happens, which is hopefully the same pace that we're going right now, we will do a giveaway on the next available live. I think Mondays are starting to look like a pretty good day for us to do that. Yeah, it works out well. Yeah.
Kind of breaks up the Monday blogs too.
Right. It does. It makes us excited for Mondays because we love talking to y'all. It's funny. We actually cut the cord on cable this past summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we have a Fire Stick. And so we have the different apps and everything that are on there. And we had DirecTV Now. So I guess technically we didn't cut it, but we cut it, if you know what I mean. And we have been watching it and everything. But since we have found this entire community that's on here, which is amazing, literally it stays on YouTube. One of you all that are on this live chat or others that have also started following us is on our channel. Our kids are getting to know you. We're getting to know you. It feels like we're just best friends already. So thank you all for that. I mean, as much as you all may be appreciating ours, we're also appreciating your videos. They've really been amazing.
I got a cat at my feet.
Yeah.
She only comes to us when we get going on a video or a live.
Oh my gosh. So I got to tell you all. So I'm sure most of you all have seen the greenhouse video. Well,
oh man.
Jen and I go out there last night to just see how the heater's doing, see how it's holding the heat, which is doing great, by the way. So we're just sitting there talking and chatting. Next thing I know, this cat is jumping on top of the plastic. Oh,
climbing up the side.
I don't think I've ever been so angry at an animal. I was like, we just got done. Please do not tear it up.
That's how she is, though. She's crazy.
So speaking of the greenhouse, you did some work in it today, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I went out there, had to wait for my daughter to fall asleep because she really loves helping. And I love her help so much. But this time around, I kind of wanted to get real. This is the first actual vegetables that I planted. I've been doing herbs and microgreens and some flowers and stuff, but I had broccoli and peas, which before anybody says anything, I know peas it's not the most ideal situation to start them indoors, but it's just kind of a science experiment. I didn't use all the seeds, so I just kind of want to see what happens. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to do it by myself this time. So she fell asleep, took a nap, and I went out there and planted some peas and some broccoli. And then my mother-in-law last night, she got some flower seeds from Rural King, and she loves flowers. She loves taking pictures of flowers, and she wanted to grow some, but she said she's never really been successful. She was like, here, you try it. So I went out there and planted those, and I loved it. It was great. It was really nice to just kind of be out there by myself, doing my thing and listening to music and getting in the dirt, which I'm kind of OCD. I don't like dirty things, but I've really changed that with gardening. I love to get my hands in the dirt, and I was outside in my greenhouse, so who cares about the mess? And it was just a really nice time. So thank you to my husband for building me that, and everybody that helped. We had a lot of help too.
Yes.
A lot of family.
And I'm sorry, I didn't want you to think that I was ignoring anybody. I was just trying to publish that we are on a different live than the one that was playing.
I think most of everybody made it.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're good.
So yeah, that was awesome. And it's cold here today. Like,
it is.
I mean, we've had some decent weather the past few weeks, but it is frigid outside right now. The wind is awful. And inside that greenhouse, it was just warm and humid and really comfortable. The animals, they like going out there with me. My dog Ellie, she likes to go in. Of course, the cat wants in, but she's kind of destructive. So, but I might have to start letting her in if she doesn't stop climbing on it. But yeah, that was nice.
I am paying attention to the camera. I just had to get it out. I had people blowing up the phone wondering where we were, so I just had to shout it out real quick. I apologize. All right. So another thing that we kind of want to talk about, I've mentioned briefly though, but 3 weeks from now we're going to be in Mississippi.
Yes.
We've never been to Mississippi.
No.
But we've gotten to know, from Deep South Homestead and Brett, which is Broussard Farms, and Broussard Homestead, and a lot of others. We decided to go to Mississippi for this gathering.
Yep. We just spontaneously said, let's do it.
Yeah. Our kids are super excited.
So excited. Every day. Are we going to Mississippi?
Yeah. Literally every day they think we're just going to hop in the car and go.
Yeah.
We are staying at the campground Flint Creek.
Flint Creek Water Park Campground.
Yeah. It sounds like most people are staying at the hotel. But bringing a 5 and 3-year-old, we thought the campground might be nice for them to hang out. But we'll be at the hotel often, and then also the gathering on Saturday as well. So we hope to get to meet everybody that's going to be there. If you are, throw it in all caps there so we can see it. It's running kind of fast, so just kind of shout it out if you're coming. Mr. Super Hawkins, who are you knowing Grass and Bradley?
Who are you?
Yes, Windmill Farm. We did reserve. We reserved the actual cabin.
We'll be at the campground, but the hotel would have been more fun. Brett says, "I don't know. Y'all are all going to be there together. That's going to be fun. Hopefully, we can group in with y'all."
Yeah, we make sure we come over there. We got to meet everyone. I feel like we already know you all, so we got to be there.
Yeah.
Actually meet in person.
Yeah.
So, did you all see our house video today? I got to tell you.
Hold on, Windmill Farm. So did y'all reserve your campsite?
I did
you?
Yeah.
Where was I? Stringfield's coming. We know that.
Nice. So the house video today. I'm not gonna lie, that took a lot for us to share.
Yeah.
And there's a few reasons for that. When our house is perfect to us, but it's not to everyone. When you see it, there's a lot of miscues that you're like, well, you should have done this or you should have done that. So we did have the fear of throwing it out there, but the response has been great. So thank you all for that. I did kind of want to run through a few things that I forgot to mention in the video. So there was a few people that were interested in doing pole barns. Couple lessons learned that we learned throughout this process. My number one is double stud your walls. And the reason for that is the insulation. So this tin heats up or cools down depending on what the weather is outside. So it really fills it in here, doesn't it? I mean, if it's a really cold day, or even if the sun's out, I mean, it could be 30 degrees, but if the sun's out, it's going to warm up. So we're pretty well insulated, but just having that single stud and just that one layer of insulation with great insulation, it still impacts inside this house. So if that's anything that you're considering, having a completely tin household, double studs so you can put extra insulation and then spray foam the tar out of it. Make sure that you do not skip on any insulation prices and throw it all into it, because that's one thing you won't regret. You think anything that you wish you would have done differently if we had known this beforehand?
I don't know. I mean, I love our porch.
Yeah.
I love our porch. It's the best thing that we could have done. And I think we kind of added it in last second too, because I think my father-in-law, his stepfather, started talking about a porch, and we didn't really know like how big to do it, how much room we wanted, but we ended up doing it we have a covered area from end to end to end. We obviously had to build the porch itself, but it's covered from end to end. And that's probably my favorite thing about the house. I love that. I love just having the covered and being able to go outside.
Yeah, it is nice.
I've always wanted a porch.
Yeah, and we just did that last year, and it was just crazy to think that it took us that long to even get a porch on.
Yeah. Yeah. We had to spend a lot of time on basic stuff, so we still haven't really finished the big things.
Yeah, and when she says basic, she means behind the walls.
Yeah.
non-pretty stuff that no one likes to spend the money for, but you have to.
We didn't even have walls. Like we had to put the walls up ourselves. We had to do everything. So we had to kind of focus on that kind of stuff. And we're still trying to really, just putting the finishing touches in now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of finishing touches. And one of the things I talk about is not taking on biting off too much, making sure it's achievable. But when it comes to this house, it just is. I don't think it will ever end.
Yeah,
I don't think we'll ever be satisfied. We'll always want to keep adding more. And I'm not talking about that outside, adding additions to that stuff. I'm talking about the inside. There just seems like a house when it's just two people, their family, and a few friends trying to complete it. It's going to take forever.
Yeah.
But the beauty in it is being happy with what you have at the time. When we lived in North Carolina for a year for work, we came back up here on Mother's Day to surprise the mothers. We stayed in this house because it was here, and it was nothing but a tin building with a floor.
Yeah.
There was no insulation, no nothing. We camped in it, and I feel like at that moment it was a realization that the dream isn't over.
Yeah.
We want to come back here.
And we didn't even plan on coming back, but
yeah.
I think that night we were just like, this was the biggest dream that we ever had. Yeah. And even though it took forever even to get the shell up and, we kind of lost hope when we moved, and that night just was like, no, this is still what we want. This is still our dream. This is still what we want to do. So then we started focusing all our efforts on getting this house ready and getting back so we could live here.
How do we get back?
How do we get back? And how do we live in this shell that has nothing?
Right. But it did. It happened. And, it's crazy to think of where we were. What was that, 3 years ago now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we were 3 years ago with just the shell to what's on the video today. It's amazing.
His stepdad was actually the one that pitched the idea to us.
Yeah.
I don't even think our daughter was born yet.
She wasn't.
And we were talking about, because we knew that they were going to gift us the land because we wanted to live on the same land that they did. So we were trying to figure out what we were going to put on there. And we were looking at double wides. We were looking at trailers. We were even looking at sheds. We were looking at everything, just trying to find something to put on the land so that we could live there. And his stepdad was like, when me and your mom were trying to build our house, which they have a double wide, he had the idea of doing a pole barn. And his mom didn't really go for it. She wasn't crazy about it because it just seemed too much, and she wasn't afraid they would have the space that they needed. And so he never really got to live that out. So he kind of pushed it on us, and we were like, okay, yeah. Okay. And now he wishes that he had that.
We were sold. Like I mentioned in the video, and when we're 35 years old, this will be completely ours.
Yeah.
It'll be 100% paid off. What was it, 10 years?
Yeah.
10-year loan.
10-year loan.
So, and just that, and the rest of the stuff, that's why it's taking us so long, because we didn't want to take
Out of Goshen's here.
Hey, Out of Goshen. Brett, we did too. Isn't that crazy? It's so, but
yes,
we did it in the heat of summer.
Oh, it was
no AC.
And I was pregnant.
Yes.
It was awful.
So you had one extreme and we had the other. You had the freezing.
You know what? We had so much fun though. That was the time. That was, it was fun. That was the summer I learned how to build a fire all by myself because couldn't cook or have coffee without it. So
I remember
because we didn't have electric to our camper.
Well, we had a generator.
Yeah, we had a generator.
But we tried not to use it because we didn't want to have to keep filling it up.
Yeah.
But I remember going to work, and now given the camper's here, but as you all saw, just right down the hill is my parents' house, and then right down the street is Karen, who's our moderator,
yes.
which is also
she literally lives a quarter of a mile down the road.
Right. So we were all close. So if it was needed, she had help. But I remember going to work and she would send me a picture of her finally starting a fire. Like, I did it. I can make coffee now.
It's like noon at that point. Do I really want coffee at this point? But I did it.
Yeah, it was an adventure. We'll say that. It was a lot of fun, but it was an adventure.
We did our laundry in a tote.
Yeah. I whittled down a stick.
Yeah, he whittled a stick for me, and I made my own laundry detergent, and we did it right there in a tote and hung it up to dry.
Ever since we started doing these videos, her and I just keep thinking, like, gosh, I wish we would have started this back then. I mean, the amount of stuff we could have shared by then, I don't know if it would have been interesting at that time. But
yeah. People probably would have call to help for us. They might be doing it now.
We might have got more volunteers to come help with the house.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, goodness. And one of the pictures in the videos, too, you'll see me standing our trusses.
Roots and Refuge is here.
Hey,
Jason.
Thanks for joining. So in one of the pictures on the house video, you'll see me staining these trusses.
Yeah.
Seems pretty simple, right? So I was like begging for help. Like, someone please come hold one of these paint brushes and help me paint these trusses. Because the goal was we was going to have this beautiful, what is it, about 15 foot to the peak? Just beautiful house with these stained trusses, and then
dark walnut. They're gorgeous.
And then refer back to the previous comment of lesson learned on insulation. Didn't work out. So we spent all this money, all this time staining these beautiful trusses, and now they're covered up by ceiling.
Yeah. But half of them never even got done.
Yeah.
Because I ended up having my daughter and things stopped, but they're so pretty. And everybody kept telling us for probably a year and a half, everybody said, you got to get a ceiling in that place. You got to get a ceiling. All your heat's going to the top. That's why you're all cold. And I was so stubborn. I said, I'm not going to do it. I love my trusses. We spent so much time on them. And then we finally looked at each other and we were like, I think it's time for that ceiling.
Young and stubborn. Didn't want to listen. It's part of living and learning, I guess. We learned a lot of lessons. Hopefully one day we can say we're wise.
Yeah.
And then have Wyatt and Raylan tell us that we're crazy.
Yeah.
They're not going to listen to us.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. They're pretty smart. Raylan's wild. She's not going to agree with us.
No. She won't let me help her on anything.
So what y'all been up to today?
Let's try to catch up some.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Hang on. Let's go back.
We have we have 28 people on here, and I can't even keep up with them.
We saw this.
I get the whole all caps thing. They do stand out.
It does make it easier.
Seeing a lot of familiar names. I love it. Thank you all for joining.
We got Linda Kell here. She's been so sweet to us today.
She has.
She's so kind.
You said some very nice words today. Really hit home. A lot of people, the reason we've always been so hesitant on doing this is just, it seems unknown. Like, you feel like you're isolated and siloed and no one will understand. And even if it's just small stuff, like having all of our kids' beds in our room, like even that, you have this like mental blockage that you think, well, I can't talk about it because it's weird. But it's not weird. Everybody has you make your own family, and as long as your family's happy, that's all that matters. And you all have helped us understand and feel better about speaking about it and just talking. And I feel like we've smiled more in the past couple of weeks than we ever have living here. We feel proud of what we live in. And we always have, but we just kept it internal. Yeah. We just kept it to ourselves. Just nervous about talking about it. But so thank you all for helping us break that barrier.
We feel like we can connect to people now too. We just, like he said, we just kind of kept ourselves here, and we don't know anyone. We know y'all, but we don't know anyone locally that is anything like us. Yeah. And it's just been completely amazing and so sweet. Roots and Refuge, out of Goshen, everyone that y'all would even show an interest in us is
Springfield, Broussard Homestead,
everyone.
Sumner,
Major Impact.
Yep, Major Impact.
Linda, like we already said, she's so sweet. Hesitant Homesteader. Y'all are here, yay.
Yeah, the Hesitant Homesteader.
We were just watching y'all before we started this.
You all were. We like we had mentioned earlier, we just keep bouncing back and forth, to the different channels that are on here. We don't even watch any kind of TV or any other apps anymore. It's either there's cartoons or it's you all that are on our TV, and it's great. I don't know. It's just so fun.
It is. It's so much fun. Yeah. It's so encouraging, so exciting. It's just, there's nothing, well, I'm sure there is negatives about it, but we haven't got there yet. But I'm sure we will.
Yeah. So
City Stead's here. Hey, City Stead.
Hey.
Albany Mountain Homestead.
So it's, you have that part where you feel better about talking. You feel more comfortable in front of a camera.
Oh, my cousin Chris is on. Chris Feeney.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
And then you get like that next step, and you're like, all right, now it's time to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so what does everyone have that I want to take an idea from, or I want to learn from, or they do this, and I thought I was doing it the right way, but maybe we should try it that way.
Yeah.
You know, Jess, she posted about the pepper plants today, and that
fascinated me. And, you know, I'm new to this, so that's probably not even a new thing, but it was new to me. And I looked at him, and me and him were sitting here swamped. I mean, I had a to-do list in front of me of stuff to get done. And then you posted your video, and I went and watched it, and I was like, well, that just derailed, because now I have a new project. So
yeah, we have so many things that are going on, and literally as soon as she watches any of y'all's videos, it's not just Jess and Maya, it's all of you all. My list grows by 1,000, and we're switching back and forth. I'm like, hang on, which way do I need to look?
My brain's just spiraling out of control. There's just, oh my goodness, it's the ideas and the knowledge that all of you all have that we don't have yet. And, you know, maybe we have something that y'all can learn from us. I mean, it's just endless. And you try to focus on one thing, and it just derails out of control.
I can't wait to show y'all some cooking.
Yeah.
That's my thing. When I don't have to constantly, you know, break a back or work or do something like that, I love being outside cooking on my cast iron.
Nathan. Hey, Nathan.
So as soon as it slightly warms up and I'm not shivering out there, we will get some cast iron cooking going on. I showed you all some of my cast iron that just kind of barely cut the cake. There's a lot more that I have stashed other places with Dutch ovens. One big thing that I started last year was stacking. So if you're not familiar with cast iron cooking, so if you have your Dutch ovens and you have different sizes, you can do the charcoal on the bottom, put your big Dutch oven, then stack it on top, and then you can even do more. So you just do it by timing on how long you need to cook them. You know, heat's heat. So it doesn't matter how you get your heat, you're creating an oven. So there's a very set situation on how many charcoal briskets that you need to get 350, 400, etc. on your temperature. So
what is this? What is going on? Who?
I don't know. We have a anonymous Mr. Super Hawkins. We know who he is somehow or the other. He knows a lot about us, but we don't know who he is. But yeah, so there's a lot about it that's easy, but not a lot of people do it. My favorite is cooking some smoked ribs in there.
He's killing me.
So yeah, so that's coming up as soon as it gets warm. I don't know why we decided to drop down to the 20 degrees today.
It's awful. We were so excited for the warm weather, and we were supposed to have an early spring, and hopefully this is just a glitch. Yeah.
So hopefully it warms back up and we get back outside. Saturday was amazing when we built the greenhouse. It was
gorgeous.
Yeah, we were out there all day, but I think we're all paying for it.
Yeah.
We got a sunburn and a cold, if that was possible, while we were out there. I don't know if it's a sunburn, more of a windburn, but we're all red, and Raylan can't stop coughing because she, of course, wanted to be out there with Daddy and Mommy all day helping build it. Well, on the other hand, we can pull him out every once in a while, but he wanted to be inside. Trying to work on breaking him out there.
He's just, you know, that's just how he is, and that's okay. Everybody's different. But he still loves to be with us. He just likes to do his own stuff.
Yep. So let's open it up to questions.
He loves animals, though. He loves animals. So he'll be, I think that'll get him there. I think he'll be more excited.
Yep. All right, let's slow down. It's going crazy over here.
I think we've said that like 15 times, but we'll try it again. Yes,
I know. But we haven't done it. We keep saying it, but we haven't done it. All right, so let's go through here for a second. If you have any questions, shoot it in here. Anything about...
They've asked them. If I just repeat it. Just throw it down again. Loofah.
You want to grow a loofah
board? I do. I have the seeds. It's going to be an experiment. Everything's an experiment. That's what I tell myself, so I don't. If it doesn't happen, then I don't get upset.
Major impact. We still owe you a video from tagging us with top 5 seeds.
I'm still waiting for my Baker's Creek. I got all my MI Gardener, and my Baker's Creek comes tomorrow. So once I get those, because they were kind of my rare stuff. The In My Gardener was just, the basic vegetable kind of things and some perennials. But so the Baker's Creek, once I get that in tomorrow, I can get that video going.
I think cut out for the most part there. Windmill Farm goats, that is the goal.
Yes.
We're going to start small.
Yeah. 2.
And just get 2.
We're going to get 2.
I don't believe it even when I say it.
I know.
Because we got 5 chicks for Valentine's Day, and literally the very next day we went back to Royal King and got more.
Yeah.
5 guineas and 5 Polish. So we're getting 2 goats.
2 goats. So excited for the goats. They're so adorable.
Brett, you're welcome. Same thing happened to me. We can thank actually 2 Wild Onions group for our greenhouse.
Well, and Jess.
Yeah, and Jess. Everybody.
When I saw her in her greenhouse, I was like, okay, I need that.
Jess gave the idea for the greenhouse. 2 Wild Onions gave me the idea on how I wanted to build it. The one thing, I really like the cattle panel idea, but I knew it was going to be too short. Maybe not so much for her, but I knew it was going to be tight. Like, you feel tight in there. And they were the first ones I saw that actually got it off the ground and put the frame around it. So that was awesome. That's where I got the inspiration to do that. We did it 2 feet off, which gives me plenty of headroom when I'm in there, and it just feels bigger. When you have a bigger ceiling, it feels larger.
Oh gosh, it still has snow. How much snow do y'all have? I think I saw you say it earlier, but I didn't get to read it. It was yesterday, or was it today? My days are running together.
Like I said, we hit it, and I'm watching. I'm like, I don't even know if this was a year ago or today. But
we just click it, and then we go back and be like, okay, what was this? Yep, he said.
Yeah, cool.
I love snow. I don't know if I can.
How long have you been gardening? Okay, so I've been in gardening my entire life. My great grandfather. My great grandfather. You keep up on that while I say this.
Oh, they have about a foot still.
My great grandfather, he was a tobacco farmer, so I grew up in it my whole life. However, doing backyard farming, we've been doing it every year.
Yeah.
Some successful, some not so much, but we've just basically been tilling a garden. We didn't have a garden or a greenhouse, obviously, or raised beds or anything like that. We just did just straight plowed garden.
One year, when we were building this house, we did a 4x4 raised bed.
Oh yeah.
I think that was the smallest we've ever done, and we got quite a bit off of it. But
it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, as long as we didn't have the space, and we wanted a garden so bad, so that's what we had that year.
Yeah,
last year we did pretty good. We just had a hard time keeping up with it because that was when we got our side by side.
Yeah,
we started going riding every weekend, and just didn't have time to keep up with it.
Came home tired. Looked at weeds as tall as our plants, and get out of hand. We have a lot of issues with rabbits here, so we're really trying to protect from them. I mean, they're literally everywhere. I don't know if we just need to start going rabbit hunting or what it is. Yeah, just sit on the back porch.
We've always canned, we've always preserved. Well, not always, but since we've gotten together, we've always done that every year. And the years that we weren't able to grow enough for our family, we actually have a farm near us. It's called Gowron Farms. And they grow the best corn you will ever have in your life. Peaches and cream, Silver Queen, and they have the best canning tomatoes and green beans. So those times we would actually go to them and stock up. We would buy a bushel of green beans, a bushel or 2 of corn, canning tomatoes, boxes and boxes of canning tomatoes, and we would come home and we would can all their stuff so that we could have everything that we needed for the next year. And we didn't do that last year. So hopefully this year we won't have to either because we will have everything that we need. Yep.
A couple other questions I saw. Brett, we got 6 mil. We just ordered it off Amazon.
Yep. We didn't have it anywhere in stores near us. And the Amazon reviews were amazing. And I love Amazon. So
Linda wants to know what our favorite things to grow are. So I think that's kind of 2 different questions. Kind of what's your favorite thing to grow because it's easy, and then what's your favorite thing to grow because you like to eat it.
Yeah, what do we eat the most?
Right. I like anything and everything of pepper and cucumbers. I think those are my 2 absolutely favorite things to eat.
Yeah.
Fairly easy to grow as well, besides this whole getting a pepper started.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my 2 favorite things to actually eat. I think to grow, just your normal tomato.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Love tomato. We're actually not big tomato people.
Yeah. I love cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, and I do too, but all of our family loves tomatoes. So they'll give me their seeds and they're like, please grow me some tomatoes this year. Yeah. Please grow me tomatoes. Please grow me tomatoes. So we always do tomatoes. And our son, like he said with the peppers, our son Wyatt, his favorite food is raw green bell peppers. So we have to keep that stocked. Yeah. We got to grow as many as we can, and he'll just go right out to the garden, pick it, eat it like an apple. Yeah. He loves it.
I mean, and he's always been like that. When we went over to Karen and my father-in-law's house, they would go into their garden and get green onions. Yeah, he used to pick out
their green onions and just
be
eat
chewing
them.
on it. I love it. He might not like being outside too much, but when he does, he's eating.
Yeah, he loves his vegetables. Cucumbers too. He loves cucumbers. We all love cucumber. There's nothing better than a cucumber with Italian dressing or ranch in the summertime. Mm-hmm. Best snack.
See if we saw anything else.
I've never grown anything crazy until this year. We have lots of rare and exciting things to try this year.
Hey, Green Raven. Yes, so the cattle panel, even if you're not tall and you don't mind it being shorter, I would recommend getting it off the ground. Just what I've noticed, if you put it straight into the ground, you have two different options. One, how are you going to attach your plastic? And two, if you tuck it, you're going to have the ends of that cattle panel poking into it. That plastic, as soon as you basically get one tear, if it has pressure on it, it's going to start tearing everything. It's very tough, but if you get one cut, it's going to mess it. So maybe do some kind of covering on those. Just watch out for that. So if you don't do any wood, but it was kind of nice in that aspect, just getting it off and not having that pressure on the plastic.
I saw something else.
Yeah, out of Goshen, tobacco farming, it is cool now, but it wasn't at the time. I think just the whole family, it's nice that we're keeping it going, but it is hot and rough work.
Yeah.
I think we're caught up. We probably missed something. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of crazy things that she's going to make us grow this year. Stringfield Ridge Farm.
Oh, she asked what was our favorite thing to grow. My new favorite thing to grow is microgreens.
Oh, yeah.
It is the easiest thing that I have ever done. It's right over here. I'm sure y'all have seen the pictures. It's right over here on the shelf. They are incredibly easy. They're fast. They're easy to harvest. They're no effort to take care of them. Just, make sure they're not drying out. And it's great. And they're so good. We had some on our salad for lunch today, and they're so fresh and they're so good. We just go over and pick them off and eat them daily. Yeah. Kids do too. They love it.
I think, what was our favorite? The alfalfa?
Yes.
That was really good.
So fresh.
It had a sweet taste to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, didn't know if we were a cow or horse. No, it was extremely good. A lot of issues I have with kind of just eating your greens is they just kind of blend together, and it's hard to find something that really stands out. But that did. It was almost like a herb more than just a green.
That salad looked legit. It was so good.
it was legit.
Me and Ray made salad, and then he made some grilled chicken for it. He stuck it in the air fryer. Oh my goodness, it was good.
Yeah, farming our backyard, it's so easy. She did a little video. Now, given Ray spilt about half of them.
Oh my goodness!
In the video, which gives
that round is actually over here, and not a one sprouted. Every day she looks at, they're not doing so well. I'm like, well, look at the other ones. The other ones are doing great.
Yeah, so it's really easy. I mean, we got bread pans.
Frosty out. I knew it was him when I saw Hawkins.
So it's she just got those little tin bread pans that you can get at any grocery store. And you really just lightly graze the seeds. I mean, you have to do a little prep work by either soaking or keeping them in the dark area.
Yeah.
But it was so easy. It was like literally in 2 days they just popped up, and we just put them in the windowsill. And what she does to kind of help the bend of the plant going towards the window is just rotate every day. Just
flip it. Yeah. Not flip it, but turn it.
I don't even know if that's the right way to do it, but it works for us. It keeps them straight. You don't have to worry about it being leggy this way. You want them leggy. You want them to grow tall, quick. And then clip them. And so we just clipped them. We're seeing how many rounds we can get these to grow back from. We'll let y'all know. I don't know.
Twin Cedar said, did you get your microgreens seeds from Baker Creek? No, I actually got them. We have a local nursery called Wilson's, and they have everything. It's the most beautiful place. And I called them because I just thought, they'd probably have stuff like that. And sure enough, they did. They had a really big selection, and they came in huge packets. And I think they were only like $4.50 a packet. Maybe some of them were $5.30. And they came with so many seeds.
Yeah. I mean, it was enough to last us about 5 or 6 rounds of doing microgreens, right?
Yeah.
Ada Goshen wants to know how many, it just went away. How many veggies are you planting this year?
I have so many seeds, but I'm going to have to.
Hang on, wait. Can we say how many we normally do?
Yeah.
Like in our normal gardens? So normally we do cucumbers, zucchini, squash, a variety of peppers, tomatoes, and that's about it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot zucchini. We love zucchini, too. That's also one of our favorite things.
Jess, we forgot zucchini, and she makes great zucchini bread because we got to make purple tomatoes and different stuff. Yeah. So how many are you planting this year?
I have so many. See, I have a whole box full, but I still have some coming. So I'm going to have to sit down and draw it out. My mom made me a garden journal, and it is so awesome. I'm going to have to go get it here in a second. I'm afraid to get up and knock this cord out.
Okay, I'll grab it.
Okay. So it has obviously the pages where you can draw out your garden plot and your plan. And I'm going to have to really sit down and do that and figure out where everything's going and realistically how much can I do? Because when I got all the seeds, I wasn't, 100% set on planting all those. Some of them are really kind of collector's things. Oh, it's Maya. Jess is editing a video. So Maya's on. Jess is editing a video. So I got to really figure out what's most important, which ones do I want to save. I got the Homestead collection from M.I. Gardner, and I want to plant them so bad, but I'm also so hesitant because I don't know if you've seen them, but they are the most beautiful packets. And I just kind of want to sit them somewhere and collect them and maybe gift them to Raylan when she's older, or Wyatt if he decides to garden. And so I really got to assess what we're actually going to do, what's realistic, and what do we maybe want to save or gift, or it's going to be hard.
Yeah. So to wrap that up, way too many.
Yeah.
No,
I do have I want a salad garden and I want a tea garden. I have a whole set of tea garden seeds, and I'm really excited about that. I love tea.
So to try to make that a reality, it looks like I'm also going to have to do the tilled garden again. Originally, we was just planning on doing the raised beds and the greenhouse.
Yeah.
But the more we talk about it, I think that we're going to have to do a tilled garden just to try to make things fit.
Like a kitchen garden, the everyday stuff.
Yeah.
So this is my garden journal that my mom made me. So I looked on Amazon. I have been searching for weeks and weeks and weeks for a garden journal, a garden log, whatever you want to call it. And I just couldn't pick one. It was too hard to pick. I was afraid that it wouldn't have what I wanted. So I sent the ideas to my mom, and she put the whole thing together, and it's got everything I need. I can draw out. There was what I'm talking about that I that I need to draw out my garden. And it's got so many pages, so I can log every seed that I plant, what type it is, what variety it is, where it came from, when I planted it, what I planted it in, what I planted it by, all that. So I can keep track of everything. Because I told my mom my plan is to do this every year. All I got to do is add pages to it. And eventually give this to Raylan when she's older so she can see what worked well for us, what didn't work well, what things went well together, where I got my seeds from and all that. And I added little sheet protectors, I think that's what you call them, in the back, so that I can seal my seeds in little baggies and then slide them into these sheet protectors. So I can do that because I even if I don't use all the seeds out of the packs, I want to save them and just have them so I can know and reference this every year. So that's my garden journal. Thanks, Mom.
Maya, you saying you don't have a journal? We sat down and went through this thing for a good 30 minutes over flowers.
Yep. Oh, I forgot. Somebody did ask if I planted flowers. I saw it, and I can't remember who it was. I
don't think you're gonna find it.
No.
If you asked, comment again.
Yeah. I've never been a huge flower person. I've pretty much killed every flower that I've tried to plant, whether it be seeds, bulbs, plant straight in the ground, whatever it is, I kill it.
That's not true. She doesn't give herself enough credit. She always has a very good garden. It's more of me on the weeding. I mean, we both get out there, but I think it's the late summer.
Yeah.
You almost get exhausted. So,
but I did get a lot of flower seeds and a lot of herbs. So I'm going to really try and focus on that and do well, because I want to plant flowers all around my greenhouse. I want to plant them in the front yard, around the porch. And Raylan loves flowers. She doesn't really get the whole vegetable thing because she doesn't understand why there's not a flower on it. So hopefully she can help me with the flower garden, and might even give her own little area for a flower garden. And so we'll try that. Herbs, yes, I love herbs. Basil, mint, cilantro.
No, speaking of herbs, so sorry, so everybody knows to throw the different herbs. What is it? Basil, lavender, mint, and different ones in your garden to try to help keep some of the bugs away. Well,
catnip is a big one.
We lined our entire front porch with that last year, and it worked out amazing. So
we just had little pots on the porch, and it really helped keep the bugs down.
Yeah, it was little red ones that barely held anything, but it was enough to get the plants big. It was awesome. It kept all the bugs away. You can sit there peacefully now. Didn't block the heat, but it was nice.
Yeah. Love herbs. I love putting herbs and everything. I just love having them in the house or in the fridge and just having access to them at all times.
And I love cilantro and everything.
Yeah.
It's just the most amazing thing ever to eat.
Yeah. All right. Have we missed anything?
Maya gave you some flowers to grow. Everybody's talking about sunflowers.
Love sunflowers. Who doesn't?
Hesitant homestead, so they kill everything too, so don't feel bad.
It's hard. I don't know what it is. I think in my mind, I think that the flowers don't need as much attention as the vegetables and fruits, I guess. And then they get shoved to the wayside, and I just fail at it. But I'm going to really try harder on that, because I love flowers. I mean, who doesn't? It really adds a lot to your yard and your garden. Coldwater, Mississippi. Herbs for bug control, yes.
Twin Cedar Farm, when you get over that flu, we'll be on your live.
Yeah.
Just let us know when it's happening.
Yeah, let us know. We have not gotten the flu yet.
Well, we got something pretty close.
Yeah, we didn't go get tested or anything. I think it was just a stomach virus.
Yeah.
That was a few weeks ago.
Ours wasn't congestion.
No, it was straight stomach.
Worst.
Awful. I can't grow lavender for the life of me, Atkins said. I am that way with mint. I cannot grow mint, and I'm pretty sure that's the easiest thing that you could ever grow. It runs wild in anybody's yard, and I cannot get the things to sprout.
I have a question for all of you all. So it's not so bad in our area, more than some of the other parts of Kentucky. Anybody else have issues with kudzu?
I think, isn't that a Kentucky thing?
No, I don't think so. I think it's a South
thing.
I know Tennessee's impacted with it a lot.
Yeah.
Kudzu is a plant. Well, and do not hold this true. It's just the story I heard. But somebody brought a plant from Japan, and it was kudzu over here, and it has literally taken over eastern Kentucky, a lot of Tennessee, and it's just everywhere. It's called kudzu. I don't know if North Carolina kills them, so they do.
Maya said grow basil and get fresh basil and make strawberry basil lemonade. Thank me later. I have so much basil right now over there on that shelf. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Strawberry basil lemonade. I will do that. Sounds like a good summer drink. Let's see. Atkins Family Homestead.
It's edible?
So where you what?
Hang on. Straight foot. Kudzu's edible?
Kudzu's edible.
That's interesting.
They would know. They're from Kentucky. Yeah. What? I missed it.
Make it now.
Make it now. Go make it. I think I need some lemons. Where are you guys from? Atkins Family Homestead. Are you talking to us or somebody else?
I don't know. well, if you're talking to us, we're from Central Kentucky, Frankfort, Kentucky.
It's the capital.
Not a lot of people know it's the capital.
No, probably never heard of it.
You've probably heard of Louisville and Lexington if you have heard anything from Kentucky, and we're smack dab in the middle of it.
Oh, they said I'm from Kentucky, but moving to Ohio this spring. Oh, okay.
Nice.
So then you probably do know Frankfort. Yep, it is everywhere here, but thankfully not on our property. Heard some jelly out of it. Patty Gilbert said.
I guess you got to get creative with it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you got to find something to do with it. Hey, we're learning. Thank you.
Yeah.
On the side of our building is starting to grow, so we're trying to get rid of it.
Kudzu. So apparently it's not that bad of a plant. you can eat it. You can make Jello, and it's good for the cattle. So there you go.
Tennessee uses it to control erosion and rock slide. That makes sense. That's cool.
I just don't know how they control it, though. I mean, at least in what I've seen, once it hits, it takes off. It's hard to keep back.
Yeah. Farming our backyard. We are in Ohio. I didn't realize you guys were that close. Yeah.
Nice. I know, that's crazy, too. When we started watching, it was Missouri, Arkansas. Mm-hmm. We had Michigan without the ocean. Yeah, the Ozarks, man. Everybody seems to be in the Ozarks. It's wild. We watched the show Ozarks, and then next thing we know, every single homesteader is out there.
That's when we watch TV. That feels like forever ago.
Yeah. So it has been nice to start meeting some people that are a little bit closer. We didn't know it was that popular around here. It's exciting. We knew it was, but we didn't know people that were having YouTube channels and had that community going on.
I can't believe how good our animals are doing. Speaking of, you can't see them, but the big one is dreaming and twitching all over the place.
Twin Cedar's daughter I'm assuming you're still talking about kudzu, made a wreath horseshoe out of it.
A wreath horseshoe out of it. Flowers. It's actually really pretty. Well, that is awesome. Lori Gilmartin, excited to watch your journey. I'm in Colorado. That's awesome. We always talk about going to Colorado.
Yeah. I want to see out west. It's either south or north from Kentucky is all I've ever been. I would like to see Montana, Wyoming. Mm-hmm. Be urban farmer. Don't say that it's not necessarily a homesteader. If you're a homesteader, you're a homesteader. Yeah. If you're doing anything to try to be one. And what even is the definition? I mean, we're all loosely that, right?
Yeah.
So anything that you're growing on your own farm, trying to get the value out of your land and reap the benefits from it. To me, that's it. A lot of self-sustainability as well. You know, we're on the grid, but we are able to survive if we went off, if it was to go off. So that makes us happy. We don't have everything.
Patty Gilbert, our Valentine chicks are awesome. I wouldn't be surprised if y'all could hear them. They're just right over here, and I can hear them chirping. It's the guineas. They're so loud.
When I got done with that video, and I was like, here, I think I've got all the editing done. And she looked at it, she said, man, your accent got a little thick on that one, didn't it? I said, I don't know what happened. It's just, I guess it was the heat of the moment. Then Jessica and Maya on the live, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it tries to come out a little thick when I do impulse buys.
I think we have less of an accent than we do.
Yeah. Until someone from somewhere else says it.
Right.
Usually it's out thick.
Green Raven, I'm in Hartford.
Well.
Let's see. Took me a second.
Yeah, well, what do you think? That's about all I had to talk about.
Yeah, I think so.
What about you all? Let's keep it rocking for a couple more minutes here and just answer any more questions you all may have.
Yeah.
This week, sorry. So what are we doing this week? What kind of videos can they expect?
Well, we have to do the seed video.
Yep.
Major Impact Farm has tagged us. So I've got to get that out. Once I get my seeds tomorrow, I'll get that going. What else?
So I also want to do, I'm going to try to get a cast iron cooking in there. I think we're going to get some nicer weather to where I can get up there. So do a cast iron cooking. We'll probably show some seedling action going on.
Hopefully some sprouts.
Yeah, give you some chicken updates. Yeah. And then this weekend, man, what do we have? Before I tell you what I think we're doing, let me see what we are doing. Do you have any plans for us this weekend?
We need to get those raised beds going.
So see, I was thinking we needed to get the chicken coop.
We can work on both. I think it's gonna rain Saturday though.
We're gonna do both.
Yeah.
No, we have a chicken coop. I need to take it down. Predators. They just destroyed it on me. So I need to take it down. I'm going to reuse all that lumber
Maddie's
and tin
here. Hey,
and move
Maddie.
it over.
I was wondering if Maddie was going to come in.
That's what everybody asks questions, and I derailed and went somewhere else.
We do it every time.
I'm glad I sound normal.
Riding. We do need to go riding soon, but our lists are so long. So much to do.
We actually are going riding. My mom's birthday is actually the kickoff to spring.
March 21st, that weekend, yeah.
So we're going riding there. So that'll be a different video.
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to video that. We have so much fun.
Who was we watching that had it? I can't remember their name.
I can't either.
I stumbled upon it. It's a channel that we follow.
They were very northern.
I think they're in the small YouTubers
I
page.
think so.
But they had a little Polaris Razor, and they went. They had a bunch of snow on their land. They just went riding on the Razor, and it kind of gave us the hurt for it. Patty Gilbert, you had the same birthday as my mom. Nice.
We will definitely do some videos of that. We use our side-by-side mostly around here. Just getting up and down, back and forth, hauling hay, doing stuff like that. But we love to go riding trails every now and then.
Ekins wants to know if you grow onions, and if so, what kind?
I've never grown onions, but I did get some bunching onions to try this year. So that'll be soon. I'm going to start them probably March 1st.
So kudzu also fixes a hangover and menopause.
There you go. Tastes like spinach. I love
Apparently
spinach.
We need to thank this guy that brought it over. I thought he was just a bad person.
Well, that's what they taught us in schools.
Said it's taking over the state of Kentucky and Tennessee, and we'll never get rid of it because of this guy.
Now we know. All these years. Talk about riding, I think, horses. Yeah.
Wheels, not feet.
Yeah. Jessica can give you tips on growing onions. I would love that. I need all the tips I could possibly get.
Good question. So we're from Frankfort, Kentucky. I know what you're talking about on your live. That was so funny. I told him I'm pretty sure we have probably some potatoes and some onions sprouting over there in that pantry right now. So I grow onions. Yeah. So Kim, we moved from Fuquay, Verena, North Carolina back here to home. Fuquay is about 20 minutes outside of Raleigh. Thank you, Karen. So I actually worked in the Research Triangle Park, which is starts with the Duke area.
It was Research Triangle Park.
No, but what's it called?
No,
they're gonna tell me.
Morristown?
No. Well, yeah, but no. But what is
Apex? No, not Apex.
Whatever.
Nathan, are you still on here? Help us. Why does that feel like we don't even know this anymore?
It's the triangle. So we lived in one part of it, shopped at the other. Durham. Thank you. That's where I worked. We lived close to Raleigh. It was amazing down there. Mm-hmm. We were 2 hours from the ocean.
Yep, 2 hours from the mountains.
Yeah, and 2 hours from the mountains, and then 20 minutes from the best lake that I've ever seen.
Yes.
It's called Jordan Lake. It's an amazing place.
Yeah, had a beach. Oh my goodness, we absolutely loved it there. But we were only there for about a year, and
did zero homesteading.
That's not true. Didn't we have a garden?
That's true. Maya, you were in the NC while in the Marines. What was Fort? What was the one right beside us? Where were you at?
We were also next. He probably knows the power plant.
Yeah.
Harris Teeter? No, that's the store. What am I talking about? Harris Lake.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Bragg, yeah, Fort Bragg.
That's what
Karen said. I don't know.
Yeah, we heard them, their helicopters, all their machines over our house all the time.
Oh.
Yeah. I heard of that.
Oh, kind of off topic, but a scary moment when we were down there. So Fort Bragg was literally right beside that lake we was talking about 15 minutes. And, that's Army. Gotcha. So they did a lot of testing. They actually do it where where we're at now. We have a National Guard close to us, so they do a lot of training. But down there, it was the big
Sharon
planes.
Harris. There it is.
Yeah, Sharon Harris. Big plane. So we had a running joke that if it ever wasn't a test, what would we do?
Yeah.
And I kind of joked and said, well, I guess we'll all just look at each other and say, I love you and just hope for the best. Well, this one time we were sitting out on the front porch and I've never seen a plane this size. It was huge and it was at night and they never trained at night, at least what we saw.
Yeah.
This thing shook every house in our neighborhood.
And the sirens started going off. And usually they would give you a warning.
So we looked at each other.
Yep.
I love you.
I love you.
Let's hope for the best. Thankfully, everything was fine, but that just reminded me of that. God, I had forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah. It was beautiful, though, but you couldn't get in the water.
Love you too, Maddie. All right. We're at an hour.
Yeah.
I think I've talked about as much as I can talk.
I think so.
Any other questions before we run it out here?
I love doing this. It's so much fun.
It is fun.
Hopefully we're not boring. We probably are.
I love just doing videos, but I enjoy this more because I enjoy just talking to y'all. Maybe it's because y'all can't talk back to me out loud.
Probably.
I'm just kidding. All right, listen to love.
Hey, my stepdad was a Marine.
That's true. Yeah.
My brother was in the Coast Guard. All my grandfathers were in the service.
Linda, I'm glad this was not boring. And Strength, thank you. We tried.
Thank you.
So tomorrow, I'm sure we'll post something.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep this rolling. If we can get to 500 subscribers by this time next week, she's going to give away some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
I got a few things in mind. Might do all of it. So
let's keep this.
Thank you all for
going.
watching us, listening to us. And thank you to everyone. Thank you for last night. Thank you for even considering ever watching us, listening to us. Thank you for shouting us out. Roots and Refuge out of Goshen, Atkins, Grandma's Garden. I mean, everyone, Stringfield. We love all y'all. Major Impact. Trying to think of everyone, but it's hard.
There's a lot of y'all.
Thank
we love
you so
all y'all.
much.
God bless. Until next time.
Yes.
See y'all later.
Good night. Good night.